This is a message for the WNBA. Do you realize that what you have in Caitlin Clark, you're allowing her to get beaten up on the regular during games, flagrant fouls, people trying to take her eye out. That's happened a couple different times last year and this year.
There is one thing, no doubt, that's about to happen. The WNBA teams that move their games, this is about to be catastrophic for them.
The Fever games are down 53% without Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark, the WNBA's golden ticket, is officially out, which is why arenas are filled and TVs are on. This is the moment we all feared has arrived. The Indiana Fever acknowledged that they were sidelined indefinitely due to a groin strain, but this is where things become complicated. The WNBA, which has centered its entire marketing strategy around Caitlin, is now in disarray, with fans incensed, sponsors in a panic, and league executives likely sweating behind closed doors. However, if the league had done its job, with referees protecting her, coaches using common sense, and rival players not treating her like target practice, none of this would have happened. Now that the league's worst nightmare has come true, the question is, what happens if your entire league depends on one player? Let's find out that Caitlin Clark's groin injury is the WNBA's equivalent of DEFCON. One fan anticipated it. The writing was on the wall, but for some reason, coaches, referees, and league officials chose to ignore it until the Fever was verified. The leg wraps, grimaces, and abrupt drop down in her hallmark logo threes. Even though Caitlin is officially out for at least 2 weeks, people are more concerned about what will happen without her than about her missing a few games earlier in the season.
Whether some fans like it or not, it was proven the last time that she was out with injury that the WNBA does better when she is on the court. The WNBA ratings across the league dropped by over 50% when Caitlin Clark was out with injury.
Not only did ratings decline, but viewership fell by an astounding 50%. Half of the league's audience vanished like water on hot asphalt, and it's happening again. The WNBA's cash cow is having problems. The Fever star player is in pain, and now the entire league appears to be frightened, as if they're frantically trying to figure out how to survive a complete catastrophe. Everyone is speculating about what can happen next that might completely upend everything. But first, watch this video, leave a comment if you disagree with the referees, and remember to subscribe. Then, let's discuss how we got here. This wasn't a coincidence. This wasn't fate. Rather, it was carelessness disguised as allowing them to play. Caitlin Clark's injury stems from a single, incredible moment during the Liberty game when the Liberty players came in swinging. Body checks, head knocks, shoulder slams, and the referees did nothing. Without a whistle, no foul language, just vibes, Natasha Cloud tore the ball from Caitlin with enough power to twist her body, and the harm didn't end there. As the referees blindfolded themselves and declared it fair play, Caitlin took blows to the back of her head and hobbled through the game like a soldier scuttling through a minefield. The fans weren't just furious, they were enraged. Social media went viral, with hashtags like #ProtectCaitlin trending all over the world. The message was clear: why should fans continue to watch if the WNBA can't protect its biggest star? But it gets worse because this isn't just about one game, it's about a festering, ugly culture of jealousy and resentment. Let's face it, Caitlin Clark has more than just fans. She has haters. Whole teams of them, players who hate the headlines. The players who have elected to outmuscle her if they can't outplay her are highlighted in the endorsements and viral videos, and it appears that the referees have chosen to relax, sip their iced coffee, and take in the spectacle. Physicality has evolved into open season assault. Gishelden grabbed Caitlin's arm as if she were attempting to tear it off for a memento. The body checks were so vicious that even Stephanie White, the coach of the Fever, would have been flagged in hockey.
It's going to look a little bit different without Didi, just because of our spacing, because of our timing. We don't have to reinvent from a lineup standpoint. I just think we have to focus on utilizing our players in a different way.
Is receiving backlash for throwing Caitlin back onto the court with 16 seconds remaining in a game that they were winning by 8. Why was she even there? Fans are yelling, and if you believe that Caitlin deserves much more protection, not from the league, the referees, or even her own bench, please hit the like button. Let's not sugarcoat it. The WNBA is Caitlin Clark right now, plain and simple. Her debut broke records, her games are the main event, and when she leaves, the numbers plummet more than a reality star's dignity following a cancelled spin-off. When you think about it, the WNBA banking on Caitlin Clark is like Netflix banking on Strange Things.
So it's passing season as well. Her assist numbers. Oh no, Caitlin Clark has yet. So Ryan Howard picks up the foul. She had on her shoulders coming into the ankle roll one more time, right? That's rookie seasons and WNBA history.
Imagine that Netflix releases the upcoming season, but wait, number 11. Without Caitlin on the court, the WNBA looks like this. No main character, just side plots about background extras, gardening. Sponsors start ignoring fans, and highlight reels even start to resemble glorified intramural games. The harsh reality is that no one is paying to watch a Caitlin-less fever, and worse, this is a league collapse issue.
They're down 50% overall since Caitlin Clark exited with the quadricep injury. The fever games are down 53% without Caitlin Clark. Do you think the denial is over as it relates from these women that, oh yeah, it's Angel Reese and the league is up as a whole, and it's Caitlin and Angel that have done this?
Now, let's talk about the fan rebellion because it's not simmering, it's boiling. Fans aren't just disappointed, they are furious. TikTok, Twitter, and Reddit threads with headlines like, "The WNBA failed Caitlin Clark and this league doesn't deserve her," are exploding as the entire WNBA realizes that when they hitch their entire wagon to one star, the moment that star limps off the court, the wagon tips straight into a ditch.
But for some reason, the WNBA doesn't want to protect Caitlin Clark, and I don't quite understand why. Now, I'm going to talk about this more in an upcoming episode of the Pro Zone Show, because I have some theories and other people have put in their opinions. But you're not making a lot of money without Clark. You lost 50% of your viewership when she was out with a quad injury. Do you want her to get injured again? Your ticket sales plummeted. They went from, $89 a game, like $25 a game for certain games when Clark was out. You're getting money from the NBA to keep you alive. Wouldn't you like to be sustainable on your own? And you can do that by building up around Caitlin Clark. She puts butts in the seats and she inspires young women to come and play college basketball and potentially pro basketball. You're not doing the right thing here. You're making dumb mistakes, and I don't know why, but I'm going to find out in more detail. I have theories, as do others. We'll talk about that on the next Pro Zone.
Boycotts are being demanded for WNBA broadcasts, merchandise sponsors, and games as well. One widely shared tweet summed it up. Why should I pay for the league's carelessness if it won't protect its stars? The dominoes are falling, sponsors are frantically phoning their legal departments, casual fans are leaving, and the league, is making every effort to convey that this is fine meme. While the house burns down, the WNBA was supposed to enter those CBA negotiations with record-breaking viewership leverage and momentum. Now, they're entering with their biggest star dressed in streetwear and their fan base ready to riot. This raises a difficult question that no one at league headquarters wants to answer. What if Caitlin doesn't return anytime soon? Or worse, what if her injury proves to be a major setback for her career? Athletes and medical professionals are well aware of these risks. They are not merely paranoid, they are a reality check that compensating injuries do occur.
You have to be careful of is if, say you try to rush her back from this injury as well, then you're getting into this territory where a very serious injury can happen.
The entire WNBA has been living on borrowed time in the hopes that their star player could hold everything together without breaking the backbone, and Caitlin's groin strain isn't something that happened overnight. It's the result of months of playing through pain, bulking up to handle rough fouls, and jumping back into games when she really should have been resting.
The WNBA, you still have time because obviously there are still tickets left. And normally there are very few, if any, tickets left for any of the Caitlin Clark games. If we're being honest, it is normally had been really hard to get tickets for Caitlin Clark games. But it doesn't seem to be as hard this year. As first of all, doesn't seem to be as hard. Second of all, she's injured. And not only that, they're promoting the game with two injured players. They are promoting the game with two players that have a 50-50 chance of playing. Because let's be real, with Nafisa Collier, Like, this could be Alyssa Thomas's MVP.
Because without Caitlin Clark lighting up the court, making those logo threes, and providing TikTok with its daily dose of highlights, the wear and strain is now evident. What we have left is a league that is fighting to survive in the hopes of increasing its viewership and realizing that problems won't go away if they are ignored. So yes, turmoil, tragedy, and implosion, choose your term. The WNBA is currently experiencing it. What do you think? Is this a turning point for the WNBA or the start of a full-blown collapse? Caitlin Clark's injury is more than simply a sports headline. It's a crisis, and unless something happens quickly, this might be the moment that determines whether the WNBA levels up or falls out. If you're keeping up with every development in the Caitlin Clark story, please leave your comments below and hit the subscribe button. Unless the league throws us another catastrophe before then, I'll see you in the next one. Please subscribe my Chanel Clark facts. Love you, my all viers.